94% of traders are constantly losing money, chasing hype, buying the tops and serving as exit liquidity. Stop this cycle. While the altcoin market looks absolutely dead, Solana meme coins are exploding, printing new millionaires every day. Whole portfolios that were wiped out clean just 2 months ago are already at new all-time highs. I have hand-picked these secret tiny 9 Solana gems, absolutely ready to explode now. Miss them right now and you will be stuck coping, buying the top and serving as exit liquidity. The lowest caps with highest upside are saved till the end, so make sure to stay around. Absolutely no time to waste. Press the like button and let's start. Don't, which is a new coin that just appeared yesterday. To be honest, I do believe that if we are not reaching the absolute top of the bond meta out there, we're definitely close to it, because the general sentiment currently in the market is that pump fund is dead, nothing is happening, bond is going to dominate, and we'll see about bond, we'll see about moonshot, we'll see about all these things. My thing is just actually be able to be early, just hold and just make money on this market. You can see that we had wave 1, wave 2, essentially as a correction, wave 3, right? So the huge question currently is whether or not this coin is going to print new all-time highs from here, or whether or not it will go into the longer period of consolidation from these levels. From my point of view, we should consolidate slightly, because it's not very strong in terms of the printout of this new all-time high in comparison to all-time high that we essentially have seen there. The first entry point is somewhere in the range from 850k in market cap to 1.2 million. Bottom of the range, I would say, would be quite ideal for the entrance. Some random weeks you might want to actually put your limit buys onto is somewhere around $560,000 in market cap. The next thing on the list is Mooncat. Yesterday I was charting it here and saying that right now is a pretty great entry point and we should be breaking higher from here, because the chart pattern looked just awesome. This is exactly something that happened. And since these levels, since the yesterday show, the coin was up 33% at the top. Many people essentially, even if they entered right here, they took the initials, they left the moon back. It's almost a 2x, so a very, very nice setup out there. In terms of the chart, with the naked eye, we can see a trend line forming out there. And there are quite a few good people essentially supporting this coin on X. As usual, guys, this is currently the point of decision. You are either buying here, and it's going to be an awesome best entry point. Again, it's respecting the parabola a lot, the parabola that is present on most of the crypto charts. If it is breaking down, if let's say it's going to like 2 million, I would probably dump the whole back and I would wait until the more corrective cancellation structure would essentially be printed out on this coin, because it would mean that current holders are quite weak. They don't want to hold from these levels, and probably there would need to be a bit more of change of hands on this coin in order for it to essentially push through it. Although I've seen a pretty interesting statistics for this coin. The top 10 holders of this coin actually bought around $2 million in market cap. This is the entry point, which is very, very good, because it means if they bought at these levels, they would essentially be holding for higher in order to get access. So there should be not a lot of top holders that essentially have a bunch of supply, and it's natural because we have this clever second bottom formed out on this coin. Project 89, something I was also charting yesterday. I was saying that we have to consolidate above this level, and once we do, we would probably be exploding and extending higher. We're exactly above this level, and currently I was also saying yesterday that when we get rejected the first time, probably we are going to retest this level and try to turn it to the support, which from my point of view something happened actually, and it's a decision point at this stage. I would say that the entries currently around these levels are pretty good. If we're going to somewhere around $4.5 million, you should probably dump the back and wait for more consolidation on this coin. But currently, if you want to buy in size, if you want to wait, this actually might be a nice pick, and the community of this thing is also pretty nice out there on the market. Shio also has a very interesting chart and definitely is respecting the parabola out there, right? As I was saying yesterday, the parabola got extended, it got a bit wider, which is totally natural for coins to allow for slightly more consolidation period to make them stronger. It's a very interesting chart setup on Shio. It's like we are pumping, right? and then we're starting to consolidate for a period of time. Previous holders are essentially selling, new holders are entering, and guys, people who are buying here, a lot of them, they essentially sold at these levels. Right now, they're salty, very salty about the current price action. Again, we touched the psychological level of 1 million several times, and it broke down essentially again, so we got rejected, and we are consolidating in this area. These small candles, right, as you can see here, very small bodies on the candles, they usually share indecision from one point of view, but they also show us that essentially there is some preparation for certain move on the chart, either move up or move down. I would say we're essentially in a decision point for this coin. You can either wait or actually buy, because again, we're closer to the parabola chart out there, which in general historically is a good time to buy, right? As you can see right here, we're kicking off. Right here was the previous stage. Right here at 400k, if you were buying close to this pattern, you actually were able to get 2.5x. So a very interesting chart out there. And again, these small body candles, they should be resulting into something very swiftly. Mooncat is absolutely insane at $7.5 million in market cap. Mooncat is actually a moonshot coin, which is a separate launchpad similar to Bonk and Pump Fund essentially out there. In terms of this chart pattern, to be honest, I don't like this top much, because oftentimes this top is just setting up a local all-time highs after this consolidation, and what happens is that it actually like goes slower and start to consolidate for some more time. Let's hope that we are setting a new local top at this chart and just preparing for a more consolidation before the eventual move up, pretty much just increasing the level for our consolidation zone, right? Before it was somewhere around 3.8 million, right now it would be somewhere around $5 to $6 million market cap, which is definitely nicer, because the more people would be entering at these levels, the more time they would eventually have to wait in order to feel some access, feel some multiples on this coin, therefore they would naturally be holding more. The narrative for this one is pretty insane. This is the one I was essentially telling you about since $500,000 in market cap. It's up 12x, and I do believe it has a very high chance on becoming bigger and bigger, because again, liquidity is only $335,000 in market cap, which is absolutely nothing on this market when thing is really pumping and when thing is really hyping. Troll is actually up 24%, and if we would remove a bit of this chart part that was printed before, you can specifically see that essentially in an uptrend, local uptrend on this chart, which it respected very nicely, and you can also say that we're actually printing a parabola pattern on Troll at this stage, right? And very few people are paying attention to it now. I would really try to focus on this type of coin, because it's not even from Pump Fund Launchpad. It was just launched on Jupiter in the first place, as you can essentially see here. It doesn't have anything like Pump Fund or Bonk at the end of the contract. A very interesting play, an OG meme out there, definitely cabbled, definitely manipulated, but this is the thing. People who are very busy with the Bonk meta and trying to catch these plays, they're just missing the whole plot. How they would probably outperform in comparison. It's just buying the bottom on Troll, buying the touches of this trend line. You can see essentially on the chart. It touched the trend line once, twice, threes, fours, 5. So each and every time it was touching the trend line was actually a very nice entry point. And maybe we'll touch it further, maybe not, right? But people who are chasing all this meta, people who are playing all these degenerate, stupid games on the market, they would probably be better positioned if they would just be buying into this type of coin and just holding and doing nothing. Buying with size and winning on the marketplace by spending absolutely zero time on this market. This is the mastery of actually how to play meme coins. Most people unfortunately just want to gamble and lose money. Pasica is something that I've been charting several days ago, and this chart is absolutely beautiful as well. Again, respected the trend line fully. Each and every time it was touching the trend line was actually a nice entry point. And right now it's a very interesting spot because these two lines, in terms of the blue lines, I drew quite a while back. Right now we are touching the support area. So the reason I'm essentially saying that is because this is the first entry point and you should have set your limit buy orders way before for that. In order to set up your limit buy orders, you have to use the link down below in Axiom, actually sign up, and soon I would actually open up a private group where you would also have access to it. It's going to be absolutely free. All you have to do is sign up through the account using my link below and trade as well. The more you trade, the higher is the chance you'll be eligible for the private group. So essentially, on this chart, what might be happening is us printing slightly lower and essentially going through this range, but we should probably treat this as like a deviation out there. So I would say that everything, each and every buy in this range should be all right, in consideration that wonk meta on the market will essentially continue and nothing bad will be happening for this coin and for this set of coins on in-bonk ecosystem moving further out there. To provide you with a quick sum up, make sure to focus elsewhere. Look on the market, look what is happening. There are things happening on the market that very few people are paying attention to. That's why they are making all the money. Thank you very much for watching this one. Stay healthy and rich. I shall be seeing you tomorrow. Bye.